Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakathum to the hopefully elect. And this is just a quick lesson, man. I'm just going into basically because for the most part, man, our people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, being that when you look at our people, man, and their mindset, 2/3 pretty much they're without hope, because in their mindset, they think that this is the end all be all when it comes to America, Babylon the Great, Jake, being that they don't have that vision, they don't have that eyesight, they can't see past America. They can't see past Babylon the Great. And you see, when it comes to this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as Apostle Cabal often makes a statement, we got to be visionaries, and I was meditating because like a lot of the visions that the prophets, the Lord gave the prophets of old, it was like the Lord, while they were getting those visions, it was like the Lord put because when the prophets of old, when they seen those visions, it was like they were actually there. And I believe the Apostle Paul he often talks about how it was like a hologram, like they were actually there. And, just me personally, like when it comes to like the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America, like the scriptures talk about how the elect, when they get beamed up in the chariot, they're going to be in the chariot looking down, witnessing Babylon's destruction. All right. They're going to see this place being turned into a lake of fire. So, like with me personally, I'm sure, other brothers, they, not to say that I'm of the elect or brothers say that they're of the elect, but like with me personally, I just like to vision myself like as if I'm in a hologram, like it's a hologram, right? I just like to vision myself in those new the new bodies, right? And, clothed in the white robe, changed into the new bodies, so on and so forth, being in the chariot with the other brothers of the elect. And, I just like to vision all of us looking down, witnessing this destruction. Like me personally, I could see it. I could see America's destruction. I could see this place getting hit with 200 million warheads. I could see it. And you see, like I said, being in this truth, man, you got to be visionaries. You have to be able to see, because when it comes to, matter of fact, I'm gonna read this real quick. Where's that at? I think that's 1 Samuel 9:9. Going into the seer, which basically means to see, which before the prophets were called prophets, they were called seers, which is basically just a seer is just basically, when you look it up, man, it's just basically foretelling events before they happen. That's what the prophets do. They, foretell events before they happen. But I'm gonna read this in 1 Samuel 9:9. It says, before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, come, let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. So like I said, before the prophets were called prophets, they were called seers, to see, right? Because, that's who the Lord deals with. He deals with the prophets, all right? The men of the Lord. And, if we were calling ourselves men of the Lord, right? Because it's one thing to, believe in what we believe in, which, for you to be in this truth, man, for one, it's a blessing, because having this gift of faith, right? This gift of faith it's a gift. It's exactly that, a gift from the throne of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So that in itself is a blessing, right? But it's one thing to, to teach what we teach and believe in what we believe in, but to actually, like I said, we actually see these things take place. We actually see, when you look at prophecy and how the Lord is moving the chess pieces and, you know, dealing with Russia and you know, America and NATO. And when you see how the Lord is operating, how he's moving, man, again, we can see all like I said, more specifically, because like I said, more specifically, I would just, I can see America's destruction. I can see Babylon being destroyed, man, because like I said, a lot of our people, they're really stuck on stupid pretty much, because they really do think our people are wholeheartedly believe that America's never going to go down. They really do believe that this place is going to be here forever, man. You know, they can't see Babylon's destruction. They don't see this place going down. But you see, we see it. I see it. You see, you know. So again, to you know, to, like I said, to be a seer, to be a prophet, or to be a man of the Lord, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Because like I said, it's one thing to actually teach what we teach and believe in what we believe in, but like I said, yeah, you actually gotta see it. You actually gotta vision it. You know, you gotta actually be able to picture it in your mind. Like a lot of the you know, the stories in that we read about in this Bible. Again, Apostle Gabar, he makes a statement about how, like, for one, these things are, you know, that were written aforetime, right? For one, it's talking about us. This is our ancestry. This is our history book. So when you read about these stories, man, put yourself in that, and you know, like I said, not to say that, you know, when you read about King David, saying that you're King David, or, you know, stuff like, you know, nothing like that, but just you know, picture yourself in that scenario, you know, because nevertheless, one way or the other, like I said, this Bible, man, it's talking about us. This is our history. So, you know, one way or the other, we're great people. You know, we're great, man. We're the sons of the living power, man. So, you know, so like I said, when you read about these stories, man, put yourself in you know, these scenarios, man. You know, which, like I said, just to further back up the point, you got to be visionaries. You know, we got to be visionaries. We got to be able to actually see these things. But like I said, you know, our people, man, they're stuck on stupid, man. They don't see any alternative. They don't see any solutions. They just think, is, you know, this is how it's going to be forever. They just think this is how, you know, you're going to wake up, work 9 to 5, and you know, retire at an old age, so to say, to barely be able to even enjoy to barely be able to even reap the benefits of your labor. You know, they think this is what it's all about. You know, you work all your life, slave for the so-called white man, retire at 60, 65 or whatever, and then die. Well, hey, part of the gospel, part of the good news is this is not what it's about. Because you see, again, part of coming into this truth, man, we know why we're in this predicament, you know. And again, part of the gospel, it's not going to be like this, man. This is, you know, we were set up in, you know, we were put here as a punishment. But hey, there's so much more to it than what, as the scriptures say, man, eye have not seen, ear have not heard, right? This so-called life that we're living, man, this is not living, all right? Real life begins when we get beamed up in those chariots, Lord's will be of the elect. That's when life really starts, all right? That's when we're going to be able to really live, you see? And again, you got to be able to see it, man. When it comes to the kingdom, man, and, you know, everything that we're going to be able to possess, right? You know, all that, man. You got to be able to see these things, and that's what keeps us going, man. Because, hey, let's say Jake, we're right, you know, and we were going to be here forever, you know. Then, hey, we be through, man. We be finished, you know. We be done. So the water to Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's not how he wrote it out. That's you know, that's not how this is going to play out. There's so much more to it than what we can't even begin to imagine. But we have to be visionaries, man. We have to be able to see it. You know, we have to be able to see into the future. All right. And hey, part of that seeing into the future is America is going to be destroyed. All right. You know, this is the last captivity that we're ever going to be in. All right. And like I said, you know, from there on out, you know, hey, quietness, peace, rest. You know, we're going to be able to actually live and you know, enjoy the earth, because, you know, the Lord created the earth for us to be, the Lord created the earth for our enjoyment nevertheless. So, you know, nevertheless, man, you got to be able to see these things, man, see into the future. But Jake, because they don't have that vision, I'm going to go ahead and get that in Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29 and verse 19, I think. Verse 18. Proverbs 29 and 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. So you see, again, Jake thinks that this is the end all be all. They can't see anything because they have no vision. So they can't see anything past America. They can't see anything past Babylon the Great. They think, because this is the so-called greatest kingdom and, all these other things, they think America is going to be here forever and it's never going to be taken out. Well, you lack vision. If you think like that, you lack vision. All right. And again, the whole point of this lesson is we got to be visionaries, man. You have to be able to see into the future and know that this is not the end all be all, man. All right. America's going to be destroyed. We're not going to have to work 9 to 5s for the rest of our lives, man. We're not going to have to, deal with the bullshit that we deal with on this side forever. If we are the Israelites, right, which, we believe that we are, all right, where we're the sons and daughters of the living power, right? We're gods, man. We're kings and princesses, right? If that is so, then why would the Lord have it to where we're living in these conditions, man? You got to ask yourself that, man. If we're those people that the Bible speaks about, which we believe that we are, through faith, all right, then why would the Lord have it set up to where we would be living in these type of conditions forever, man? It don't make sense. Well, like I said, part of the gospel, the good news is it's not going to be like this forever, man. All right. And like I said, because, hey, this is what gives us hope. Hey, the scriptures say that we're prisoners of hope, man, So, but you got to be able to see it, man. You got to be able to look into the future and see these things. You got to be visionaries. We got to be visionaries. So again, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. All right. So, hey, like I said, at least 2/3 of Jake, man, they're because, hey, at the end of the day, 2/3, they're going to perish because, like I said, they think that this is the end all be all. So they don't see anything past this, man. And with that being said, hey, Jake, mentally, they can't, since they don't have that vision and they can't see anything past Babylon the Great, right? Well, when it comes time to actually detaching from this place spiritually and even in a carnal sense, because, hey, the time's going to come where a lot of us, we're going to have to leave everything behind. Well, you see, Jake, because this is it for them. This is everything. They're not going to want to let go. They're not going to want to let go of this place. And because of that, because they lack the vision, right, they're going to end up being destroyed right along with this place, right? So because they don't have that vision and they can't detach, right? And this is why, more importantly, our mind should be focused on things pertaining to the kingdom, man. Because everything that Jake longs for, man, we're going to get it anyways. Everything that we lose on this side, we're going to get it back 100-fold. So, everything that Jake longs for in their spirit, hey, we're going to get it in the kingdom. But you got to be able to see that, man. You got to be, again, you got to be able to look into the future and see these things, man. But again, because Jake, they're focused on things pertaining to this earth. Well, hey, they're going to end up being destroyed with it. And when I say that, most so, because the earth is not going to be destroyed. All right, the earth is going to abide forever. But under the management that the earth is under right now, and more specifically Babylon, all right, Jake is going to end up 2/3 of them are going to end up being destroyed right along with this place. So yeah, man, we got to be visionaries, man. We got to be able to see into the future and see, hey, this place, man, is not going to be here forever. This place is going to be destroyed. And you got to be able to see it. You got to be able to visualize it. So hopefully this was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Brakathum, to the hopefully elect, Lord's willing, till next time, Shalom.